Hello. We back. And actually, I'm really excited about this video because number one, I have a new setup. Number two, uh what's this? I wanted to show off a bit of my progress from, this year because this is my first year doing programming and I've been collecting footage from, a while ago. Again, I used to use my tablet for like programming until I got a laptop. So yeah, um, I want to show off most of the big-ish projects, like big as in big at the time projects, not like all of them, because I worked on like a lot of stuff. So yeah, the first thing I worked on, more like my most favorite thing, which was from like the 15th of August, is this game. I have this screenshot. As you can see, I could only get up to like 23 FPS, but like yeah, yeah, that was back in the day. But like, here's most of the code. Uh, Honestly speaking, I feel like most of it was valid. Honestly, I know I can do better now, but like, it wasn't too bad. Uh, but yeah, let's see. What else did I work on? Okay, still on the game actually. I got into like this programming language called Rust because I wanted to like kind of optimize the game and stuff. So I used this thing you called Pi03 to make, Rust modules that I could use in Python. I'm not sure if that makes sense, but like, let me quickly navigate to it. I'm not gonna like, explain everything. I'm just, trying to speed run through everything. Let's see. Yeah, as you can see, there's the modules and stuff. So, yeah, under this Pi projects thing, I feel like that's where I decided to like, store all the big projects from back in the day. Again, this was from like late first term to like early second term. Let me start with like this server thingy with the client server thing. Okay, I hope that y'all understand what I'm trying to say. But like yeah, here's the client. The client wasn't too complicated. Actually, in fact, the client is the simplest bit. Simple as in it's easier than the server, not like it's actually simple. But speaking of the server, let me just head over to it right now. Um, Again, if you haven't noticed, I'm using NeoVim because it's lightweight and stuff, and honestly, I actually really like it. Let's see. Yeah, the server is it's slightly more complicated because now like we have to use like different threads and stuff like that. But yeah, we might do that again one day. Who knows? Um, Another thing I decided to do was like a web application because when it comes to like software stuff in general, most people expect you to do like web development and stuff, and I do not like it. I'm not gonna lie, I don't like web dev. But uh I made this simple Flask thingy. I mean, like, it wasn't complicated. The complicated bit was in the HTML actually. But yeah, we're done with that one. Now we move on to like my first steps with like Pygame. Again, I'm not gonna go in depth because yeah, I'm trying my best to speed run through all of this. I don't want the video to be too long. But yeah, here's some of the code for like the Pygame stuff I used to do. Again, I'm a lot better now, I think. Probably, hopefully. Let's see. There was also this tkinter thing. Actually, I only started doing tkinter because I wanted to do GUI applications and I didn't think I was smart enough. But yeah, let's see. So yeah, let's move on. Now the most recent projects I started working on. I started on the 3rd of December, which was like a day or two after I got my laptop. So yeah, from that day I have been grinding, except on the 25th because Christmas and all of that. But I've been grinding. I've been working on actually everything I've been working on is inside this one folder. I split like everything into like three different sections. There's the main or source or SRC or whatever you're gonna call it. There's the tests with all my prototypes and stuff that I like might do later, who knows. Then there's the editor, because I didn't want to combine my editor and the actual game, because I might choose the editor elsewhere. So yeah, here's just like most of the stuff I worked on. Again, I'm not a pixel artist, but I try. I'm not a musician, I try. For some reason, like there's a lot of stuff that I've been working on. But yeah, now to the test and prototyping section. We have this first thingy I made, which is a Bezier curve generator, because why not? Honestly speaking, I don't have a reason for making this one. I just really wanted to. I thought the formula was cool. I've never really done parametric equations, or parametric functions, or whatever you want to call them. So I really wanted to try and do this one. Move on to like shaders. Now, the only reason I actually started doing this was so that in future, I can start adding shaders to my game. Yeah. Like for now, what I'm doing is still like kind of simple. Actually, not so long ago, I started watching this YouTube thingy, and I made this one. Honestly, I like this one. Um, for several reasons, but then there was also this one. I stole a bit of code from YouTube because it looked kind of cool. When you speed it up, it looks kind of like a heartbeat or whatever. But then from this, I changed it and then I made this. Actually, if you haven't noticed, that previous bit is just this but miniaturized. And then now we move on to like my most favorite thing so far. Of all the things that I've made in the past month, this is definitely my most favorite. It's a map editor. It's a very versatile map editor that produces like JSON files and stuff. It has like features for like changing the tile you're using. I have different layers. I can load maps, I can create maps and all that stuff, and all of them are gonna be compatible with my games. So I might probably not actually um distribute the code for this one, but it depends. Like I said, there's this layering system. I'm still gonna polish up the UI, but like for now, it's just there for the sake of working and stuff. So yeah, second layer. Actually, you're gonna see this scene, not the exact one, because I recorded some of this on different days. So yeah, but this is a scene in the game. As you can see, there's the player. There's this slime creature thing, and all of that, all the good stuff. Let me just load another map. Let's see. Yeah, another map. This one has a different NPC. It's a different part of the game. Different NPC, based on a friend of mine, which is something you might see very often in a lot of my games, which I will make in future. Now, the most important thing, the game. Honestly speaking, I love it so far, honestly. Not as much as the map editor, but I love the game. I made, a simple UI. I'm still working on it. I haven't added that many features into the game yet, but it works. I've got all the basic systems down. I've got like, enemy logic. I've got, the player controller. There's animations. There's health. There's a stamina system. There's dialogue system. There's this searching system which I wanted to add to make my game kind of unique and stuff. But then, by the way, if the video is kind of choppy, please forgive me. The game plays at like 60 FPS, but I was recording at like 30 FPS because of the limitations of my my laptop and stuff. But yeah, here's the game. Okay, so if you like this kind of content, you could try and help out by, like, subscribing. It doesn't cost you anything, and it, helps out a ton. Also, I want you guys to know how hard doing all of this was. Honestly speaking, editing is kind of, complicated, but then I'll try my best to produce better content in future. So yeah, like and subscribe.